Hi, Justin. Do you have a minute to chat? There's something I think that we should talk about.
Oh, Amy, how's it going? Yeah, sure, what's the matter?
Well, it seems that you went home before organizing those documents that I assigned to you. But the thing is, we needed that done before the meeting tomorrow. I'm just texting to ask why you left work early. Was there an emergency or something like that?
Sorry, but I don't talk about work outside of work hours. It's a personal rule of mine. And since I've already left the office, I won't be responding to any questions about work. Thanks for understanding.
I'm sorry, but this is work that you should have gotten done today and is now causing problems for the rest of us. I'm just trying to ask why you left without telling anyone and without finishing your assignments. Look, I know that ever since you started working here that your opinion of the rest of your coworkers have been less than stellar. But just because you don't like who you work with doesn't mean that you can just leave without a word.
God, this whole thing just sucks.
Excuse me? Just what do you mean by that?
Why should I have to do something like that, huh? That's just such a pain.
What do you mean? This is just kind of common sense stuff here. I don't think there's really anything that strange about what I'm bringing up here.
Common sense? Yeah, okay. Well, I think that you and I might have some pretty different ideas about what common sense might be, okay? Besides, everyone is different. Maybe you're the one who doesn't know what common sense is.
Justin, I seriously doubt that you don't see the point I'm making because you have a different common sense. Anyway, we already put out all of the fires that you left for us here, so we can table this conversation here. But from here on out, I really don't want to have this conversation with you again. Do you understand?
Excuse me? Just who do you think you are talking to me like that? Do you really think it's wise for you to be taking that kind of tone with me?
And just what is that supposed to mean?
It means that maybe you shouldn't act so high and mighty when you're talking to me. Just something to consider. If you don't take my advice, though, it's only gonna end up hurting you in the end.
Are you seriously trying to threaten me or something right now? Look, I'm allowed to talk to you like that when I need to because I've been assigned as our group leader. That means that it's my job to supervise the people under me. That includes handling instructions and disciplining employees when those instructions aren't carried out.
Under you? Please. Look, I'm just warning you that for your own sake, you better not try and talk to me like this anymore.
Look, I seriously have no clue what you're talking about. But you do realize that within the structure of the company, and our section specifically, that you have been placed under my supervision, right? That means that as your supervisor, when I hand out instructions and assignments, that I expect them to be done. And you, as someone under my supervision, are expected to do what's assigned to you.
Well, the feeling is mutual because I also have no clue what you're trying to say right now.
I'm sorry?
You see, the thing is, I'm not just some office drone, okay? I've got big things coming my way. I'm certainly not going to be told what to do by some old woman like you. So if you can manage to understand that, then why don't you keep organizing your materials of whatever and don't come to me with silly complaints like this anymore. Got it?
What's going on here? I seriously have no idea what you're talking about or why you're being so combative right now. And what does my age or gender have to do with this at all? Let me try and break it down for you really simply. In the corporate world, there are supervisors and there are those they supervise. I'm the former, you're the latter. Unless this is your way of trying to tell me that you just don't really feel like doing your job?
Well, if I'm being honest, no, I don't really feel like doing any work.
Wow. Are you serious?
After all, I was hired through some family connections anyway. So in my case, it doesn't really matter whether I work or not. You see, in the end, I'm gonna become the CEO either way.
Once again, you're spouting nonsense that's just impossible for me to follow right now.
Well, let me make it simple for you. I'm gonna be the CEO of this company one day, so I'm warning you now that you better watch the way you talk to me. I mean, you're pushing 30 already and still not married. It sounds like you really wouldn't have much going for you if you lost your job then, huh?
Do you realize how out of line you are right now?
What are you talking about? I'm just telling it like it is. If anything, I think I've been pretty kind to you. I'm only trying to warn you, to give you a little friendly advice. I'm just trying to help you understand that you better not bite the hand that's going to be feeding you.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin on how delusional you're being right now. Anyways, this whole conversation has gotten so far away from the whole reason I messaged you in the first place. Just do the tasks that are assigned to you and don't leave again with your work unfinished.
Or else what? Are you going to try and make me work overtime if I don't finish? Are you really sure you want to take it another step further and add something else to the list of things I'll get you back for?
If you're having trouble finishing all of your work during work hours, then please come talk to me, your supervisor, about it. I know that you're new to this company and that there may be many things that you aren't yet familiar with. So please consider what I've told you here. There are some basic rules that you need to follow from here on out.
As if that's going to make me listen to you anyways.
Wow. Are you serious? You really want to take this further, huh?
Look, I've already explained it to you. I don't need to work to advance in this job. I have relatives in high places here. I'm talking all the way up to the CEO. So I really don't think that I need to waste my time taking orders from an unmarried old crow like you. In the end, I'm going to be your boss whether you like it or not. So you can either start brown-nosing now or face the consequences for not doing it later.
Okay. This conversation is over. Goodbye. I already finished the paperwork you should have done. Just make sure you get your own work done from now on.
You should have already been doing my work for me in the first place. Who knows? Maybe you could have gotten all that paperwork done faster if you didn't waste your time talking to me about this pointless nonsense.
I don't even know why I tried. Goodbye for real this time.
You don't have anything else to say to me because you know that I'm right. Some supervisor you are. You can't even handle a little criticism or pushback. Looks like I'm the real winner here.
Justin, could you please stop fooling around at work? The rest of our group is taking our roles on this project very seriously. And you do realize that this project isn't just for our section. It's part of a much larger project that our whole company is working on. I really just want to know why you've been acting so ridiculous when it comes to helping out on this project. Once again, you left the office to go home without telling a single person that you hadn't yet finished the work that was assigned to you. You do understand how this causes trouble for everyone else on the team, right?
I'm not working because it's annoying and I don't feel like it.
Are we really doing this again?
We are, because no matter how many times you nag at me about how important this stupid project is, I'm gonna go home when I feel like it.
Okay, and I'm asking if you understand how taking that approach to work negatively affects the success of the project and the morale of the team. I mean, why even bother showing up at the office if you weren't going to do any work?
Why did we have to have the same conversation over and over again? I already told you that I show up here because I have family connections here. All I have to do is punch in and punch out and nothing else, and my whole future is guaranteed. Maybe someone like you just can't understand. But this busy work you're assigning me is better left to the peons and office drones, not a future CEO.
Are you telling me then that it's your intention to keep leaving work to go home whenever you want, all while not doing any of the work that I give you?
That's right. I'm gonna do what I want, when I want. I warned you that you should have just left me alone, but at this point you're just causing trouble for yourself.
And just what's that supposed to mean?
It means that if you refuse to get off my back, then once I'm running this place, you're gonna be the first person I fire.
Back with the threats again?
It's not a threat, it's a promise straight from the future CEO of this company. I got this job through my family, and I'm gonna rise to the top through those same connections. And I'm not afraid to fire anyone who gets in my way.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but the current CEO is my father.
Wait, really?
You keep talking about how you got this job because you have connections to the CEO, right? But I don't really think that's true. I already asked my dad about the whole situation, and he had no idea what you were talking about. He told me that he has met your parents once or twice, but didn't really have anything positive to say about them. And he told me that he certainly didn't hire you as a favor to them. It was only after you started causing trouble that he even remembered who you were and that he had met your parents before. But otherwise, he never really had a second thought about you after signing the papers to take you on.
Hold on, wait a minute. What are you talking about right now? You mean to tell me that your dad is the CEO?
Yes, that's what I just said. And what of it?
And you're being totally and completely serious about this?
Yes, totally and completely serious. And as for myself, I'm not really the kind of person to be bragging about connections I have in the company. Then again, I never really thought of myself as working here only through the grace of people that I know. I do my best to work hard every day so that nobody thinks that I'm just riding my father's coattails. I guess I must be working too hard, though, since even you didn't realize that you were bragging about becoming the next CEO through your connections. To the CEO's own daughter. I mean, honestly, what were you thinking? Acting out the way that you did.
No, that wasn't what I was doing. I didn't know that you were the CEO's daughter, is all. I mean, nobody even told me. How was I supposed to know?
Well, upper management is, of course, aware of who I am and who my father is. But otherwise, it's not something I go bragging about and showing off.
So then, you're really serious about all of this?
Of course I'm serious. What would I even have to gain lying to someone like you? How long were you planning on using that stupid lie, by the way? Insisting to everyone that you were next in line to become CEO thanks to your connections? Or did you really actually believe that was coming your way? What made you even think that in the first place?
Well, I just thought that it would be better for me if I told people that.
Is that supposed to be your excuse for all this? You just made up a story to tell people so that you could try and get out of doing the work that you didn't want to do? This whole lie was just so that you could avoid doing anything while you were here? Did you really think that was going to work? I'm genuinely curious to know. I mean, what do you even think the meaning of a job is? Huh?
No, of course that wasn't what I was trying to do. I swear. Just please, don't tell me that you already told your dad about all of this.
Of course. He's already well aware of the things you have been trying to get away with here.
Oh no, oh, this is really bad. I mean, that means that you told the CEO? Are you gonna report this talk as well?
Yes, of course.
Come on, I know I wasn't exactly the most respectful before, but you don't need to report me to the CEO just because of something like that. To be honest, it seems like just some kind of personal grudge.
Do you really think that I'm the kind of person who can't separate their personal life from their professional one? I'm going to prepare a detailed description of the attitude that you have held towards working here. It will be accurate and objective, and I will put my personal feelings for you aside when I write it. And I'm not going to be submitting it to my father anyway. It isn't his job to deal with such matters. I am, however, going to be submitting said report to Human Resources.
Wait, just hold on and let me explain. What even is there to report? I haven't even done anything.
Yes, that's correct. You really haven't done anything. Especially your own job.
No, that isn't what I meant.
Are you really going to try and come up with some excuse as to why you haven't done a single thing that I've assigned to you? Don't you know that I'm in line to be the next CEO? If you try and disobey me, I will be able to fire you, you know. So tell me, is there anything my good-for-nothing employee has to say for himself?
What? Me? I'm not good for nothing.
Of course you are! Do you even realize the amount of stress and trouble that you have caused for not only me, but the rest of our team as well? When you refused to do your work, it was all of us who had to pick up your slack and take on your responsibilities on top of our own. We all had to cover for you and make sure that we finished everything by the deadline.
Yes, of course, you're completely right. I really see the error of my ways now. I never meant to cause trouble for you or the team, and I'm deeply and sincerely sorry for any confusion I might have caused.
Wow. So, you can speak politely when you want to.
Of course, I'm actually quite a nice guy when you get to know me.
Well, it's just that you've always been extremely unpleasant to exchange messages with up until now. I really had no reason to believe that you were capable of anything else. So tell me, do you think it was appropriate for you to talk to me the way you were in our past conversations?
No, of course I don't. I didn't mean any of what I said.
You're just full of excuses and half-hearted apologies today, aren't you? I really do want to know, though. What was your goal for telling everyone that you were in line to be the next CEO? I mean, what was the ultimate point of it? Did you really just want to use that to not have to do any of your work?
I guess it's just that I just thought that people would think that I was cool if they thought I was going to be the next CEO.
What? Is that really why you did it? Wow. Nobody, and I mean nobody, thought you were cool for saying that. Besides, the next CEO has been decided for a while.
What? What do you mean by that? Who is it?
I told you before. It's me. The person that you've been going out of your way to disrespect ever since you started working here. So I'm afraid to say that the chances of you ever becoming the boss of the company are about 0%. And even if you had a chance, my fiancé is the president of our parent company. I doubt he would be supportive of you becoming CEO here on his watch.
Wait, go back a bit. You have a fiancé?
That's right. I do. Do you have something to say about it, Justin? After all, you used to love pointing out how I'm almost in my 30s and still unmarried. But then again, I guess you really never knew what you were talking about to begin with. Although it's common knowledge around the office that Brian and I are engaged.
Wait, why does everyone but me know that?
Other members on our team have talked about it and even tried to tell you about it. But you're only ever on your phone during meetings. I guess you must have just been ignoring them whenever they tried to tell you. That's why lately, no one has even been bothering to talk to you at all. What would even be the point if you're not going to listen to a word they say?
You mean that people have been avoiding me? That's what's been going on?
Had you really never even noticed until now? Besides, why would anyone want to talk to the new hire who doesn't bother doing his work and refuses to try and learn anything about his job? It's really not that difficult to figure out if you think about it.
No, please, I'm sorry. You don't have to say that. I'm begging you. I promise to work hard. I'll change my ways. Just please don't tell your dad or your fiancé or HR or anyone. Anything but that. If this gets out, then I'll be fired.
Well, it's not guaranteed that you'll be fired, even though I personally do believe that you deserve to be. But I'm going to follow the rules of our company and report you to human resources like any other employee.
I'm so sorry. Please, you have to forgive me.
You better start taking your job a bit more seriously then. Because as of now, I don't think you have a single person in your corner. Good luck keeping this up without any friends. After that, Justin continued to apologize profusely to Amy. He even apologized to the rest of his team and some others in the office and avoided being fired. He started to take his job more seriously and crack down on the things assigned to him. But because he never once bothered trying to learn about what he was supposed to be doing for work while he was being trained, he couldn't even do his job correctly. He became a bit of a walking joke around the office. Justin felt the pressure and couldn't handle the mental stress of the situation. In the end, he quit his job. Now, Justin is looking for a new place to hire him, but is having no luck. We can only hope that wherever he ends up, he takes it a bit more seriously this time. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey Kevin! I hope things are going good. I'm finally done with my damn work. I'm completely drained as always.
Good job. Working hard as always, I see. Any bossing around from that annoying manager of yours today?
I got picked on by that hag again. I really wonder why she has to spew all that negativity out that mouth of hers. I feel like she thinks it's fine for her to say whatever she wants to me.
It's probably 'cause you're cute, Mia.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. Why would it?
I bet she's being a jerk because she's jealous. You should just ignore those kind of people who are rotten on the inside. That's all you can do. She's for sure just jealous of you because you're young and pretty.
I wonder if that's really the case. Would she really pick on me every darn day for that kind of reason?
I really think so. It's not unheard of for someone to be mean to a younger, prettier person. I mean, just let me know if it's really that bad. I'll sue her in the blink of an eye.
Are you serious? You can do that? I think that would just cause more problems.
Sure you can. It's called harassment. Just say the word and I'll send that woman to litigation hell.
That sounds like it's gonna take a whole lot of time and money. I don't think it'd be worth it. Can you really sue someone for something like getting picked on at work? Surely it takes more than that, no?
Oh, don't worry. All you need is to just hire a good lawyer. That's just the way things work these days. And just knowing this sort of stuff puts you at an advantage. It's completely normal to file a lawsuit for these things. A lot of my acquaintances do all the time. In my opinion, it should be more common. It's not like trials are too difficult to understand. You know that, right?
I'm not too well versed in that sort of thing. But I'm glad you're very knowledgeable about everything, Kevin. It makes me feel so safe, having a reliable fiancé like you by my side. Although I guess it's expected from the likes of you.
I wouldn't let anything happen to my Mia. I'll be sure to protect you. You can count on me. In fact, you should rely on me more often. After all, I am your fiancé.
I'm so grateful to have you. If I get married to you, it seems like you'll protect me forever. I'm so glad I met you, Kevin.
For sure. I'll protect you forever. I told your parents, too, when we notified them of our engagement. I promised them that I'll hold you dear for my entire life.
How could I forget? Oh, and about tomorrow. Where do you want to go for our date? It is a valuable day off after all, so I do want to stay with you all day.
Sorry about that. I don't think I can make it happen. I've actually had a fever since this morning, and I'm still feeling pretty ill.
Really? I had no idea. How bad is it? Do you have a thermometer on you? How are your symptoms?
I checked my temp earlier, and it was around 102. I've started coughing, too. I guess I caught a cold somewhere.
No, that's terrible. Are you going to be okay?
I want to protect you from catching it off of me at all costs, so I strongly suggest we postpone our date. I'd really prefer to just lay back and focus on getting better quickly. Yeah, I think my best bet is to just stay in bed and get some time to rest by myself. I'm sorry. It sucks that we even got an overlapping day off. I'm sure you were looking forward to the date too, having been working so hard recently.
It's okay, I understand. There really isn't much you can do about a fever. Even the strongest people get colds. There's absolutely nothing you should need to worry about. You should focus on getting better and make sure you get plenty of rest. Sorry to keep you texting for so long when you're ill. Thanks for talking to me and keeping me company.
I just wanted to make up for the fact that we can't see each other. It's the least I could do. It'll make me sad that we can't go on our date, right? I'm just trying to do what I can in my current state.
Aw, thanks. Right now, though, you should prioritize yourself. Stop worrying about me and get lots of rest, okay? I say this because I swear you're always putting me first, Kevin.
I only do it to put a smile on my face. Your smile is the most valuable thing in the world to me.
I can't. That's way too embarrassing. Oh God, I'm blushing.
Well, I guess I'll agree to peacefully rest at home tomorrow. I'll probably spend most of my time laying in bed and not much else. If I don't get better soon, it's gonna start affecting my work too, you see. I really want to avoid that, if possible.
Yup, you better. Is there anything I can help you with? Want me to go get something from the store for you?
Oh, don't worry about it. I just went shopping and have plenty of groceries, so no worries there. I should be fine with what I have for a while. So yeah, I'll see you once I'm over this fever.
Okay, I'll be waiting, so take your time. And make sure you stay warm and get plenty of sleep. Good night. If you happen to be sleeping, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't wake you up. The room number at your apartment is 302, right? If I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, that's right. 302.
And you haven't moved house recently or anything, right? You've been living in the same room the whole time, right? Right? I'm not wrong, am I?
Huh? What? No, I haven't moved out or anything. What's up? Is there something wrong? Mia! Hello? What is it? Are you good? What's up?
I'm at your apartment building right now, Kevin.
Wait, what? Why?
I was gonna come over and cook you some nutritious soup or something as a surprise. Like you were saying right before we started dating that you wanted a girlfriend who's really caring and is the kind to be able to cook up the right meal for the right occasion. That's why, I thought this was a fitting situation I could please you with.
Oh, right. I see. Maybe I said something like that.
The thing is, when I rang the doorbell, I was answered by a little boy who I have absolutely never seen in my life. I was told that Daddy's not home, but this is your room, right? Kevin? What's that child doing there, and who does he mean by Daddy?
That kid's, yeah, my nephew. He's my nephew.
You have a nephew? Well, I guess that's my first time hearing about that one.
Yeah, he's my older brother's son. He lives pretty far from here. I hardly get to see him.
So, what was that about your brother being single? Am I remembering wrong here, or what was that about? From what you told me, he was dumping his entire salary into his motorcycle collection. You told me, right? I thought he didn't have the time or money for a family.
He previously got a divorce. I mean, he doesn't have a partner currently, so I'm not wrong about him being single, which is what I told you. I probably forgot to mention his kid, because he treats his collection more preciously. I think he had some business trip or something that he really couldn't miss, so he begged me to take care of his kid. I couldn't really refuse.
But would you really give your child to someone that's sick? Really? At least I wouldn't. That doesn't sound very rational. It sounds like a poor decision for both sides. And wasn't your fever really bad, Kevin?
Yeah. But he was really begging, so it's not like I could refuse. He is my brother, after all. I made sure to not be in the same room as him. There really shouldn't be a worry that he might catch something from me.
So, where would you happen to be, Kevin? Where are you heading off to? You're still suffering from your fever, right? Are you fine to be going outside? I thought you were the one who said that you were going to stay home and rest, so you can get better for your work.
I've literally just arrived at the doctor right now. About to be seen. The stuff over the counter isn't really cutting it, you see. I was hoping to get a prescription. I guess we just got unlucky with timing, that you had to arrive when I was gone. Really unfortunate.
Hey, this boy doesn't look good. He seems kinda pale? And he's looking a bit shaky, out of focus, like he might collapse at any moment. I'm really worried.
I guess he might have caught my cold. Or, it's one of those cases where he's just exhausted from playing around too much. He was overly energetic earlier. That just happens with kids. I'm sure he's just tired.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. There's really nothing you should be worrying about. Sorry you had to see that. I'll try to be home ASAP. Give me a sec. I'll be there soon.
Well, you do you. I'm going to go home now, so you don't have to be so hasty. Take your time. I hope the medication works. Don't overforce yourself. You have a fever after all. We just got unlucky with timing this time.
You came all the way here. I feel bad. I'm still grateful for your visit.
No, I'm sorry too. Visiting without your notice. I really was just trying to surprise you. Take care.
Hey, Mia. You've gone home already, right? Sorry about that. Having to cancel the date because of my fever. Also being unlucky with the timing, even though you went out of your way to visit me. Maybe you were surprised by my nephew too, right? I can imagine how that must have felt. I'm sure it was completely unexpected.
Yeah, no worries. How are you feeling?
Oh, the meds the doctor gave me did good work. My fever's getting much better. Pretty sure I'm all good to go now. I think I can get back to my job earlier than expected if things keep going this way.
Kevin, the one with the fever is your child, isn't it? You're a terrible father.
Huh? What?
The boy. He's actually your child, right?
What? No! What makes you say that? I told you, right? He's my nephew.
I got the police to come with me to question the child and help him speak for himself. And so we were told that you, Kevin, is his dad. He was also able to tell us that you hadn't returned home for multiple days.
Didn't you say you were going home? You hadn't gone home already? What the? And did he actually say that? And even if he did, are you seriously gonna believe every word that comes out of kid's mouth?
I pretended to go home, obediently, just like I always am for you. Because if I showed signs of doubt or suspicion, I was sure you would immediately come back home, so that you could talk your way out of whatever assessment I make of this situation. The child clearly looked off. There was obviously an issue, and an action had to be taken, regardless of the truth behind it. I wanted the child to be put in the care of the police first, before anything.
And? You mind telling me what exactly are you suspecting?
Whose kid this is? I'm sure it'd be pretty easy for the police to find out.
I already explained that to you.
I know what you said, but now I want to hear the truth. Who exactly is this child? What have you been doing to him?
Nothing.
How does that explain the rough state he's in? So skinny, looking malnourished to the bone. It even seems like he has a fever. Can you explain that for me? His condition looks incredibly dire, so I have made the decision to take him to the hospital.
Without even asking for my permission? Are you crazy?
No, the decision was made together, through a discussion with myself and the police. He clearly needs help, and he needs it fast. This case has also been reported to the Child Protective Services. Getting permission to take him to the hospital wasn't a problem with the severity of the condition he was in. There was a need to urgently take him to care, as the situation was life-threatening.
Okay, but you're taking it a bit too far. That's quite the exaggeration.
I don't give a damn about what you think. Can you just hurry up and explain already? I already know that he's your child. I want your explanation, Kevin.
So, about that. I'm actually already divorced once. My ex-wife left me 3 years ago.
And you took custody of the child?
Well, I guess it was kind of forced onto me. I didn't really want him either, but I wasn't really left with any other options.
So what did you do those times I came over to visit your place? It wasn't once or twice. And you're telling me he was with you the whole time? And I never once saw him? He was also there somewhere, right?
Oh, I have him trained so that he goes outside during those times. Or I usually have him stay in the bathroom.
Sorry, trained?
Yeah, like discipline training.
That's appalling. And what about nighttime? Did you keep him out at night too?
Yeah, because he's filthy.
Filthy?
Yeah, kids are really good at getting stuff filthy, themselves included.
But the bathroom has no heating? No air conditioning? What the hell were you thinking? Do you not realize how dangerous that is?
Oh, it's completely fine. I mean, it's indoors after all. Kids are pretty tough, too. He's been trained to keep still, you know, so he really doesn't need much attention. He's like those street performers that pretend to be statues.
Jesus, Kevin, this is your own child you're talking about.
At the end of the day, kids end up being fine. If they're crying, it's just a lack of discipline. When they're trained, they are quiet. Although you probably don't know because you don't have kids, Mia.
I'm at a complete loss for words. That's not even close to the issue we're discussing right now. The boy's basically just skin on bones at this point. This is not the physical condition any child deserves to be in. It's ridiculous. How long have you been neglecting him?
Come on, it's really not been that long. Maybe like 2 or 3 days.
3 days of complete isolation in that physical state? So the hassle about the fever and catching a cold was also a lie, wasn't it? Where were you actually?
I'd been out camping with my friends. I had some valuable paid leave stacking up, so... About our date. I kinda completely forgot about it. Sorry about that. It's not that I don't value you, I just happened to forget in the flow of things. With how excited my friends were, you see.
Then why? Why do you not just say that since the damn beginning? Why do you have to lie about it like that? Just tell me the truth in the first place. Maybe I'll be a little sad, but at least I won't be in an utter state of disappointment like I currently am.
Well, it's because within the friends I was camping with, there were some girls too. I didn't really want to spend all that extra effort trying to explain that to you. If I mentioned it, you would probably get jealous. I didn't want you feeling that, okay? The lie just came out in the moment.
Withholding the truth is the same as lying. You sure you were just camping? Or was it one of those event-disguised mixers? So, this is what you were hiding?
I guess there were some people there for that kind of stuff. But I was just there to even the head count, I swear. My friends were basically begging. After all, I have Mia, my fantastic fiancé. Why would I even be looking at those other girls?
If you had no impure intentions, there would be absolutely no reason to hide it from me. But you did. Not only did you hide it from me, you also lied and lied again. If you think your words still hold any value, you are wrong and moronic.
I just wanted to make some memories, to have some good times before getting married. I'm sorry.
I simply have no words. If you're capable of apologizing, don't you think there's someone more worthy of an apology than me?
Oh, the kid? I couldn't really care. He's fine, I bet.
Kevin, he was waiting for you, all alone. Waiting all that time for your return, all by himself.
Why'd he have to answer the door? Even though I told him not to go outside without my permission.
I'm sure the action was the result of a desperate attempt for help. It must have been so tough. What a poor soul.
This is the worst.
I honestly can't believe you. Are you more concerned about your lies being exposed than the dire state of your own child?
You sound a bit angry.
Well, yes! I am more than just angry! But no, it's not because you hid the fact that you had a child. I'm angry for the child, about the neglect and abuse that he's had to go through.
Did you always like kids this much?
Are you kidding me? Anyone could see the state of that child and would feel pain. Not that it would compare to what he felt. If anything, how are you not able to empathize? Not even in the slightest bit. Your child will stay hospitalized until his condition stabilizes. Apparently, he had a weakened immune system, which led to an infection.
Thanks for today, in many ways, I guess. Hey, I'll take you out for dinner sometime as appreciation. This Italian restaurant I've been to, it's really good. And it's expensive, too.
You can't be serious. There's no way I would go out for dinner with you. Right?
I don't understand. Is something bothering you?
Are you serious? You're lucky I'm even speaking to you right now. Even though this will be the last time that ever happens.
What the heck are you saying? You've been telling me all this time about how much you were excited about getting married to me.
The things you have done, the actions you took, they are literal crimes. You might get arrested, you know. Do you even understand?
Arrested? You're making this a way bigger deal than it is.
Someone like you should just be locked behind bars already. The last thing I could want in a marriage is a neglecting, child-abusing criminal as a husband. Not that my parents would approve of it either. So that's it. We're done.
Whoa, wait just a bit. Slow down. Are you serious about this? It's not like I did anything to you. Is it really something to get that mad over?
Of course it is. You even lied to me so that you could go camping to make some good memories.
I apologize about that one. But I will hold you dear and treasure you, though.
As if I could trust someone who treats their child like that. If we ever had a kid, I'm sure you'd do the same to them, too.
Trust me, I won't. If it's our kid, I would treasure them dearly. For sure. I have utmost confidence in my parenting skills. I'm sure I'd be a great father.
Is this a joke? Or are you delusional? You for sure have issues in understanding basic human ethics. You're the absolute last person I'd want to marry.
Did you feel sorry for my child? Hey, you could become his mom for him.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to you.
Wait, yeah. Isn't that perfect? You and I get married, then you also get to be that kid's mom. You're worried about him, right? You actually care for him, right? Then it's perfect. That solves everything.
Stop spouting nonsense, you piece of human garbage! You're obviously going to lose custody of the child. You don't have the right to raise him. And if you were the only other person on Earth, I would choose to be single to the moment I die than become your wife.
What the hell happened to you, Mia? Even though you loved me so much. Are you really Mia?
I refuse to forgive someone who abuses children. Please stay imprisoned for a good amount of time.
What's that supposed to mean? Are the cops coming for me?
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Why, though? I really don't get it. For something as trivial as this? What a joke. It was literally just basic discipline training.
If you think that kind of abuse is discipline training, then you really are better off living behind bars. It's for the better of society.
Please, I refuse to go to prison. How would I even continue living? That would be the end of me as a person.
Completely deserved. Your life's pretty hopeless anyways. It's not a big deal.
Mia, please, I beg you. You can just tell the police for me that I'm a great father. Please, anything but getting arrested.
Why would I ever tell them that? I refuse to aid a criminal.
A criminal? Please! I always treated you nicely, right?
If you really hate prison so much, why don't you just hire a lawyer? It's not difficult for someone like you, who understands that stuff, right? Instead of asking me to falsely make statements to the police, why don't you try and fight fair and square in court?
I was just trying to flex my knowledge. I also don't know anything about lawsuits either.
I'm just embarrassed at myself for having respected someone like you. You no longer have any place in my life, and I really couldn't care less about you. So I suggest you go get some of that discipline training in the prison cells. I wonder if they have heating and air conditioning. The day after, Kevin's child was put in the care of an orphanage. I made sure to donate to that orphanage in hopes that it would support him. Whilst it's not much, it's pretty much the only thing my current self can do. All that's left is to pray that he grows up healthily without issue. Kevin's actions really cannot be forgiven. His actions for this particular case were exposed, and he was thankfully arrested. It should be a given. I don't think I even need to say this, but I absolutely didn't marry him. I really am repenting for the poor assessment I have of judging others. They say that love makes you blind, but I really had lost every sense in the world, it seems. From now on, I will focus on bettering myself, together with my assessment skills of men in particular. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit like if you enjoyed this video and make sure to subscribe to see more similar content. See you in the next video.
Hannah, I'm sorry this is so sudden, but I need to ask you a huge favor. Please get a divorce with me.
What on earth are you talking about?
I have to take responsibility for what I've done. So please, cut ties with me.
Wait, slow down. I don't understand. Why?
I know, I've really startled you, and I'm really sorry. But I don't have any more time left.
Time for what? What's happening?
Please, I'm begging you. Just say you'll get a divorce with me.
Tell me the reason first. I'm not understanding all this, Tyler. What do you mean you have to take responsibility or that you don't have time left? You have to explain everything. Why on earth would you want a divorce so suddenly?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm actually seeing someone.
Excuse me?
And she got pregnant. And yes, it is my child. And it's gonna be born in 3 months.
Wait, what? You can't be serious, right? Seeing someone. What do you mean you're seeing someone? Like dating? Do you mean to say that you actually cheated on me again?
Well, yeah, I guess it would mean that.
I guess. That's absolutely what it is. You're married to me, and yet you went behind my back again having an affair. And you even got her pregnant? You're lying, right? You've got to be. You're unbelievable.
See, I've given you the reason now, so please, just get a divorce with me. I'll pay you for a fair settlement, of course, absolutely. I really have to be the man right now and show responsibility for getting her pregnant.
What about your responsibility as my husband? You promised me with all your heart when you proposed to me, remember? That you would make me the happiest woman alive. Aren't you going to take responsibility for your own damn words?
Oh my god, I meant it when I said it, okay? Things change. This time, I've actually met the woman of my dreams for real. So I don't want you anymore. It's frustrating that I've wasted my time on you till now.
What? Huh? Excuse me? How can you be the one to be angry in this situation? What? You think that all you have to do to solve all your problems is throw money around?
Oh, shut up. You make me sound like a jerk. There's no other way to handle this situation now. I'm gonna get the forms for getting a divorce as soon as I finish work today. So let's sign it together tonight, okay?
And what if I refuse to sign? I still have a choice, you know.
I don't care. I'll make you sign it anyway. The only path left for us now is divorce. My heart belongs to sweet Angeline now.
Angeline? What? Oh my god. You're just sick, you know that? I never thought you would be this much of a scumbag. I should have never given you a second chance after all. Fine. If it means that I don't have to deal with you anymore, then I guess getting a divorce would be good for me as well. Have the papers ready by tonight.
Oh, stop guilt-tripping me, woman. You're no longer my love, so your little feelings towards me are all insignificant now. If you sign it, then that's all that matters. See you tonight.
Hannah! Thank you so much for getting a divorce. Who is this? Nice to officially meet you. My name is Angeline. I'm currently dating your ex-husband, Tyler. You've heard from him, haven't you? That I'm pregnant with his child. Yes, I've heard. So you're the pig who snatched my husband. I never thought you'd be the one to contact me directly. Oh, stop it! I'm no pig. I'm the woman of Tyler's dreams. You just happened to stumble upon him before me. That's all. And that's meant to explain your immoral actions as well. You just don't get it. It was destiny. But you already got divorced with him, so now we can finally get married. Yippee! Now everything's the way it should be. The way it should be. How can you say that after just ruining my marriage, you fat piece of pork? Oh, don't have a fit or anything, Hannah. Just don't you worry, it'll be all okay. I'll have a happy marriage with Tyler in place of you. We're gonna live happily ever after with the three of us. It'll be the best life ever. You really get on my nerves. I don't care about you guys anymore. As long as that idiot comes through with his settlement, I'm done with this. You two deserve each other. What do you mean? He has to pay you something? Clearly, I'm talking about the settlement money. We have assets together and I'm taking my fair share. Needless to say, Tyler has already said that he's going to pay it. Excuse me? Huh?
What are you not understanding?
He dumped you. Why would you get money? He's my husband now. His money's mine.
Are you serious? Look, this is ridiculous. Tyler's gonna be butt broke. Go read a book or something.
But I'm pregnant. You don't understand. Tyler's the only one I can count on. Please just go away.
Just go away. What the heck is wrong with you? Tyler was a married man when you started dating him.
How could you be so cruel as to take money from a heavily pregnant poor woman? That's highly unacceptable, so don't ever speak to me about money again. It'll scare the baby.
Angeline, was it? Being pregnant has nothing to do with this. Tyler has responsibilities. He made a commitment when he married me. You have to take responsibility for your own actions.
What do you mean responsibility? All I did was be destined to meet my soulmate for life. This is all stupid. I wish I could just be with Tyler and my baby in peace. You're just a cruel witch in our fairy tale, you know that?
Really? I'm a witch. I'm not even asking for alimony. I'm just asking for a settlement.
Alimony? Are you kidding me? Of course that's not happening as well. That's more money, right?
Oh, geez. Yeah, it's more money. I can still ask him for monthly payments since I was only working part-time.
Tyler is going to be the father of the baby inside me because I'm pregnant. As an expecting father, he can't lose any money so that he can support the baby. So don't you dare take any more money from him, you evil old witch.
Are you mental? Are you really okay? You're not making any sense. You're actually scaring me now.
Tyler only said that he would pay because he's too nice. Just please cut us some slack. You're gonna make me cry. We're a new couple just wanting happiness. We need as much money as possible for our new life.
Angeline, do you really understand what you're saying right now? I know you're pregnant, but this is really bizarre. Maybe you should get some rest. Tyler is gonna pay what the lawyers say is what he owes. Don't worry about it.
I know what I'm saying doesn't make any sense to you, but please, I'm begging you to do things the way I need it to be. It's such a miracle to bring a new life to this world. And I think that's why pregnant people should get special treatment.
Am I having a nightmare right now? Is that what's happening? You're giving me a huge headache too. Just how deluded and entitled can you be? But I guess in this case, a Ken attracted a Karen.
Dear God, my name's not Karen, it's Angeline. And don't bring my ex into this.
Okay, whatever, Karen. I won't talk to the lawyer about getting an alimony. Happy?
Oh, really? Thank you so much.
But in return for this, I have a condition. Promise that you will never ever approach me or contact me ever again. I don't want anything to do with someone so crazy.
That's great! I don't want to get involved with you either, knowing how inhuman you could be.
Well, just in case, I'm gonna write up a contract for this anyway. I'll send it through here, so just sign it and send it back. Only then I'll tell my lawyer I'm not interested in alimony.
All I have to do is just sign it, right? That's a piece of cake. And I like cake.
Hannah, I just heard from Angeline. You made a deal with her not to ask for alimony, right?
Well, nothing seemed to go through that thick head of hers, so... In return, she had to vow to never get in contact with me ever again. I already made her sign the contract online.
I see, that's great. Well, make sure you send me one as well.
What?
I heard all about it from sweet Angeline. She said I should make the same deal with you about the settlement. I mean, you made a deal with her.
Well, she's pretty messed up. I hope it's the pregnancy. Anyway, it has nothing to do with the settlement. You can't go back on your word now.
Hey, give me a break. I'm gonna be a father soon. I need to really go all in on my new family. That means I can't be throwing money at the past.
Are you for real?
I thought you just wanted to move on. Clean start, you know? You forgave Angeline only minutes after meeting her, right? You've known me for years. Now do the math.
No, that actually doesn't make sense. Tyler, you said just yesterday that you would absolutely pay the settlement.
Well, maybe. I don't really remember.
Yes, you do. Tyler! Even if you didn't say it, why would you even think that not paying for it would be acceptable? You're a full-grown man, for crying out loud, and you should be able to take responsibility for yourself. Therefore, this decision won't change and never change from here on. So pay up.
Well, I was gonna, but you agreed to the divorce so quickly, as if you wanted a divorce yourself. You were able to let go something so precious to you so quickly, so you should treat the settlement money just like that.
I can't even believe you think that's an appropriate argument. Did she change you or something?
Yes, she changed me for the better, Hannah. To tell you the truth, she made me realize I was living a marriage without true love, so I'm happy I cheated on you. I have no guilt whatsoever, and I really just want to get out of having to pay you another single penny. This is a free country, you know? I have rights.
You don't feel guilty after all you've done to me? I should be the one crying here that I have a loveless marriage. You owe me big time.
Yeah, but...
But what?
Angeline told me that the house is in my name, so there's not much you can do about it. If I refuse to pay, you'll just have to wait. The bank accounts, everything. I was the breadwinner, so it's my money. You only worked part-time. So really, I don't understand how you'd be entitled to half of my stuff. It's my stuff. You should be happy you got a free ride for as long as you did.
Hang on a minute. Let me take my migraine pills.
Oh, what's wrong? You don't feel well? Maybe you're just overthinking about money. You should calm yourself more.
Oh, shut up. If you're so worried about me, why don't you just pay what you owe me? Maybe that'll actually help with a lot of things right now. Even after realizing all your flaws after marrying you, I stayed right by your side. Yet, you've betrayed me again, and you've really hurt me. I feel so empty, angry, and confused all at the same time. You can't even manage to say a single word of apology to me?
Nope, I'm a man who sticks to his own word. And I'm not gonna pay anything. That's it. Oh, it's so great feeling confident in myself. It's all thanks to sweet Angeline.
I give up. Just disappear from my life already. It looks like there's no way to make you pay whatever I say anyway. So just get out of my life already.
Oh, so you'll give up taking my money from me. That's what it means, right? No backseas now. I got your word for it.
Yes, that's what I meant. So leave me alone now. We won't have to ever talk again.
Hey, hang on just a minute. What about the consolation money you have to pay me?
What?
Well, now it's just been decided that I don't have to pay any consolation to you, right? So now we have to talk about how much you owe me for child support. Did you think you could just avoid it? Wow, that's really something, Hannah.
Sorry, what?
I know, Hannah, how much you don't want to be involved with me anymore because you're upset that you lost against Angeline. So how does just $2,000 as a one-time payment sound? Fair price, right? I'll be so nice as to even make a payment plan for you, or you can even pay it in full if you can manage. The latter would actually be better for me, but I'll let you decide because I'm understanding.
What are you talking about? Child support for your baby. Sorry, I'm totally lost. You're kidding, right?
I'm just stating the right of claim. Obviously, we were married when I became a father, so you have to pay child support. It's the law.
Excuse me?
What? You kept demanding I take responsibility as your husband. It's a two-way street, you know? You're not trying to get out of your responsibility, are you? That would be totally unreasonable to me.
Unreasonable? To you?
Oh, well, looks like you didn't know, did you? Well, I was the one with the brains in our marriage after all. A guy can actually claim child support.
Yes, gender doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll break it down for you real easy so that you can understand, okay? Well, we all know that cheating is only part of a male nature, right? So, in fact, it's never a man's fault for cheating. However, there's a large percentage that it's someone else's fault for making it a favorable environment for the man to cheat. The law gets that. Really, the money should be mainly paid by the person who made the man cheat in the first place, which would be you. But the child support is for the child, and it was conceived while we were married. The mother needs to pay for the child, right?
Where are you trying to go with this? Illogical reasoning? Are you talking about Angeline?
I'm talking about you. I got in this mess because of you. So that's the reason you need to pay child support. Geez, how stupid can you be? I admit, I'm not proud of my natural manly instincts. And you made it easier for it to take over me, and now I'm disgusting because of you. You weren't able to stop me, so pay me.
Stop you from your secret affair from me. You're saying that it's my fault you cheated behind my back.
Yeah, that's right. Get it now? It's your fault you didn't make me love you more. So I had no choice but to cheat. It was out of my control.
You have really changed, Tyler. I have no more words for you.
That's right, so just shut up and give me the money. I'm gonna charge you $2,000 and there's no excuses.
That's it. I've had enough of your nonsense. Do whatever you want, but you'll never get that money out of me. Even if you tried, you'd just be the butt of a joke to everyone who knows you. No, actually, you'll be a big fat joke to the world.
Oh yeah?
Maybe, just maybe, even if your idiotic reasoning got your way past a judge, it would all be worthless. You want to know why? Because I was a frickin' good wife. Want me to break it down for you so that you understand? I was always the one taking care of us, doing all the house chores, never missing a day. I made sure our financial situation was all in check as much as possible. And I got along very well with the in-laws. At the very least, I wasn't the one who disrupted the peace within our marriage. There's no way in this world it would be determined that I made an environment that made you want to cheat. How about that, Tyler? Still feel clever now? On the other hand, Tyler, I wonder just how everyone would see you. The dirty liar, the shady drunk at parties, the unreliable coworker, the corrupt friend, the spendthrift, the cheater, the deceitful family member. A disgrace to your family and my worst mistake. You made your mother cry when she found out about how you cheated on me before. Do you really think that anyone who knows us will actually take your side if the time comes?
What are you talking about? I only cheated because there was a fault with you. It's as simple as that. Why do women always have to overcomplicate things? Since you switched to afternoon shifts, you barely give me the time of day. I try to get stuff started, but you always tell me you're tired. What was I supposed to do? You're not going to take the blame for that. That surely was one of your many disruptions to our marriage.
Unbelievable. So you're telling me that's another reasonable cause for your dumb affair. It's never your fault, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Of course it isn't. What don't you get?
I can't bear you or your idiocy anymore. If you're gonna go so far as to demand that it's not your fault, should we get a second opinion, perhaps? From your family, even? If you really want to prove your case, then I advise you to ask each and every one of them if it's reasonable to claim child support from your ex-wife that you cheated on. You can trust them because they're your own family, right?
That is the stupidest idea I have ever heard. Of course everyone would agree with my opinion. Not just even them. I could ask anyone on the streets and they would all say the same.
Well, I guess it was indeed stupid of me trying to get a point across to you. Fine. Why don't you get a contract made for the child support you want from me? I'll take a look at it when you send it to me, so please don't contact me again. In the meantime, I will talk to my lawyer. Bye.
Hannah, is it really true that I can't claim child support from you?
This is a breach of contract, Tyler.
When I asked my parents just like you told me, they went psycho on me. And now I'm not even allowed home anymore.
You actually asked?
I asked everybody. I asked my siblings, I asked my grandparents, I asked my friends who were meant to be my bestest of friends. I even asked a homeless guy in the street, and he said he was lucky to not be me. A homeless guy.
Wow, I've never seen you put in so much effort.
Every single one of them said there was no way I could claim for the money, even after I explained to them all of the rational reasons I told you. And the weird thing is, they all don't want to be in contact with me anymore all of a sudden. It's like they completely cut ties with me or something. Did you do something?
No, Tyler, you have to stop always trying to blame someone other than yourself for all your dumb actions. I'm not surprised by all this considering that you finally got around to showing off your true colors to everyone. I completely understand their feelings, funny enough.
But it's really not good for me if I don't get your money. I'm gonna need to be more financially stable for the baby and everything. I was really relying on you to give it all to me. Now you're gonna be the reason why we suffer as a new family.
So, when you said you have to take responsibility as a man, you meant by relying on money from your ex-wife. All this time you had no money whatsoever of your own for bringing up this new family. Wow, I doubt you becoming a reliable father figure, let alone a responsible human at this rate. You should really reflect how pea-brained you are before saying big adult words.
The past is in the past, Hannah, and so is your grudge towards me. I know somewhere in there, Hannah, you still love me. I'm your favorite Tyler. That's why you married me, right? After all, I know you've got it in you to do this favor for me. Everyone said that it's impossible to try and get money out of you, but I can still try, right?
You're just embarrassing yourself, Tyler. What part of all this isn't clicking for you? Gosh, no means no.
But that's so cruel. You've ruined everything. I can't give up. Not now. Please, Hannah, please.
Sorry, everything in this universe didn't all go the way your egotistical mind wanted. Bye.
Hannah! I don't want him anymore.
This is a breach of contract, Angeline.
No, it's all okay now. I'll give him back to you. I'll even divorce him right here, right now for you. He's all yours to take now.
Why are you saying all this all of a sudden?
I can't live here anymore because of Tyler now. He's made my life hell. I've got a really bad reputation because of him for some reason. About some homeless person or something? Anyway, I'm gonna move away from this stupid town that doesn't care about me enough the way I deserve. And I don't want him following after me or anything. So can you just take him back with you, please? I know you really liked him. I'll even do it for free. I mean, he hasn't paid his settlement yet, right? So this is perfect for you. It'll be like nothing happened at all.
Excuse me?
Also, he apparently went around talking to all his relatives and friends about us and made us sound like jerks. He's really embarrassed me. My perfect reputation is totally ruined. They're laughing at me, saying lies like Tyler's new wife is a whore. How rude is that? And more people in this town know me now, and not in the usual good way. They look at me like I'm dirt or something, and they've given me an absurd nickname. The one that you said before. They call me Homewrecker Karen. I hear people whispering about me every time I leave the house. I can't take it anymore. Popularity is really troublesome, isn't it? Especially when it goes this much out of hand. They must really hate and get super jealous of newlyweds around here. I've learned the hard way. I can't bear this ludicrous town any longer. This is too much for my well-being. I am well entitled to my own priorities. And I can't bear Tyler to destroy my life any longer. I used to be so flawless in every way before all this. That backstabbing frick! I gave my all to him. How could he? I don't even want to see him again.
You're going to separate yourself from him, even though he's the father of your unborn child. Good for you, bringing up a child on your own terms.
Yes, exactly. I don't need vile energy surrounding my newborn. Looks are truly unreliable, isn't it? I've had such awful fate. Such a disgusting person he is.
But didn't you claim that he was actually the love of your life, your true destiny? You went all ape on me saying that everything was okay and you guys were gonna have the best life ever. It'll be such a pity to throw all that away, no? If he's your one and only, you should overcome every obstacle you have together, shouldn't you? That's what it means to make a family, isn't it?
The hell, he's my destiny. Frick that. What are you talking about? Ugh. No wonder he used to be married to you. You're such a moron. There is a way better person out there for me. Someone richer and more good looking, obviously. Yet I was too nice and gave him the privilege to be with me. Me! He's nowhere near my standard. And yet he had the audacity to wreck my life and waste my precious time.
Well, if you ask me, you guys go very well together. I feel like I'm talking to the same brick wall every single time. Well, anyway, you're actually wasting my time, and you guys are not any of my problem anymore, so good luck with whatever you have going on.
Hannah,
What now?
Angeline went missing. The only person that'll respond to me now is you, Hannah.
Huh. Do you remember you signed a contract to not contact me, right?
Angeline ran away and even left signed divorce papers. And she wants me to pay her child support and a divorce settlement. After everything I did for her, I even went through the trouble of divorcing you just so that I could be with her. But it was all for nothing. Oh, she's so cruel. I should have known better.
Do you mind keeping your marriage problems within yourselves? This has nothing to do with me.
No, that's the thing. It has everything to do with you. All of this made me realize you're my one and only, Hannah. All I have is you now. I'm so sorry for divorcing you, robbing you the best man you ever had. Can we please make it work again?
Best man? Holy damn.
Please, I'm begging you. You're literally my only chance left of surviving now. I got fired and I could really use the big warm support you always used to give me. I need you to take care of me, fast. Come on. Would you like to be my wife one more time?
I am laughing so much my stomach hurts now.
Are you okay? Of course I'll take care of you too. But that means you're really happy, right? You can't stop being overjoyed with the laughter, right? See, I'm great for you. I bet that's the first time you've laughed ever since we got divorced. I already know all about you and exactly how you feel. That's what a true relationship is all about, see? I mean, this is the real reason you didn't claim alimony money from me, right? Because you always believed in us getting back together again anyway. I'm so glad you trusted in us all this time. This means you still love me, right? Heck, I know that it does. What do you say, Hannah? Would you want to be my girl again? I already know the answer, but it'll make me so happy hearing what I want to hear.
What the frick?
No, Hannah. I know you're really stunned by how lucky you are to get me back, but the words I'm looking for is, I do. We're meant to be together, and that's all that matters. Oh, I'm so happy you feel the same way. It's no wonder fate made sure you never got the money. It's all starting to make perfect sense. Yes! And it's all gonna be okay. I'm more than capable of taking care of you, just like before. And you could do the same for me, remember? You're my angel and you can help me live comfortably again, just how I always liked it. You can house me, feed me, and look after me. And in return, I'll show you all the love that your heart has been craving for. So, the decision is final. We'll go back to being together again. All problems solved. I'll make you the happiest woman alive again. Sweet Hannah.
I'm laughing because you're the most pitiful, dumbest psycho I've ever known. Let me set things straight, big boy. I'll tell you the real reason I didn't claim alimony money from you. Because I want nothing to do with you. You're a cheater and the worst husband someone could have. So stop acting so full of yourself. It's embarrassing.
Oh, I don't believe you. you still have a soft spot for me in your heart.
I've got a friend that has experienced divorce before, and I remember how she would always say the same thing when the topic came up, that she regretted agreeing to monthly alimony, and instead she should have made her partner sign a contract to never come into contact with her again.
Huh?
Apparently, getting a financial boost was only a positive thing that lasted a short while. Her ex-husband would keep contacting her, harassing her for favors, constantly guilt-tripping her for having to pay alimony from his tight budget. So, she advised me that if I ever were to be in the same situation, that I should find a way to keep my ex-husband away from me, instead of getting the money.
So, what's your point?
If you don't get it yet, then you really are dumber than I thought. You really have to be careful when you sign contracts, Tyler.
Huh?
You didn't even bother reading the whole contract that I gave you two, did you? I bet your heads were too full about getting out of paying alimony that you just signed it straight away. You guys have clearly overlooked the section that says that you would owe me $3,000 every time you breach the contract. I even wrote it in bold, you doofus.
Oh.
So, Tyler, this is your second time to contact me after signing my contract, and I have all the evidence right in this chat. Angeline also contacted me yesterday, so altogether that makes 3 times. In total, you guys owe me $9,000. Thank you for your cooperation, honey.
Hey, you can't do that. You've got to be joking, right? This shouldn't even count as contacting you. It's just an app.
In the contract, it also clearly states that WhatsApp and contacting via social media also counts as contacting.
No.
Sorry, but no way out of this one, idiot. I'm currently making an invoice for you guys, so hope you can get the money ready pretty soon.
This is so ridiculous. That's so irrational of you. How can you do this to me? To me! Oh, just tell me this is just a stupid prank, please. It was all a misunderstanding. See, I was even offering myself back to you. It should all go back to the way that it was. You wouldn't be so inhumane as to take $9,000 from us, would you? Like, actually? We even have a child on the way.
You broke your promise to make me the happiest woman alive, but now I have your signature to keep your promise in my contract. Now you have no choice but to keep your promise to me this time round. Man up, beefcake. Although the two were really reluctant at first, they ended up paying up the first $9,000 they owed me. I guess at the end of the day, it's all thanks to my lawyer and best friend who helped sort everything out with them. So, apparently being financially unstable, Angeline came back to Tyler and in one way or another still stays married to him to this day. However, it seems that even after having the baby, they continue to have trouble with each other and always have disagreements about their responsibilities. And every time they have these fights, they always somehow end up messaging me about how I should actually take Tyler back or help him get a divorce, and so on. Although it gets annoying, it's not a bad feeling at all getting a good hefty income now and then. The total they've owed me now is over $30,000 and counting, which is much better than what I would have gotten from alimony. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the content, please hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.